A crack in your phone's glass can rip outward faster than 3,000 miles an hour, and it is not breaking randomly. In the time it takes you to blink, one small tap can spawn dozens of branching cracks that race across the whole screen. It looks like chaos. It's actually physics keeping a very tight schedule. To see why glass shatters into a spiderweb instead of just splitting in two, you have to know what's hiding inside that unbreakable screen before it ever gets dropped. Your phone's glass isn't ordinary glass. It's chemically strengthened, usually a type called Gorilla Glass. During manufacturing, the panel is dunked in a bath of molten potassium salt at around 400 degrees Celsius. Smaller sodium ions sitting near the glass surface swap places with larger potassium ions from the bath. Those bigger ions try to wedge into space that's too small for them, so they squeeze the outer layer into permanent compression, like packing too many people into a subway car. That squeezed layer is what makes the glass so hard to crack in the first place. But physics doesn't hand out strength for free. Squeeze the outside of the glass, and something inside has to stretch to balance it out. The core of the panel sits in constant tension, pulling against that compressed skin. Your screen is basically holding its breath all day, every day. That balance is why the glass survives keys in your pocket and 100 small scrapes. It's also exactly what makes the failure so dramatic when the surface finally does give way. Here's the myth. Most of us picture glass breaking the way a ceramic plate does, splitting cleanly along a line. That's how crystals fracture, because their atoms line up in a repeating grid with natural weak seams. Glass has no such thing. It's amorphous. Its atoms are frozen in a random jumble, like a liquid that never finished arranging itself. Without straight seams to follow, a crack has no clean path to take. It has to find its way through the disorder, and that means constant twisting and branching instead of one tidy line. Now drop the phone. The instant a corner or a key hits the surface, the glass bends just slightly faster than your eye can register. That flex stretches the far side of the glass at the impact point past its limit, and a crack starts. Not where the object touched, but from the tension the touch created. That first crack releases a burst of the energy that was locked into the panel the whole time it sat quietly in your pocket. A single crack tip can only carry away so much energy as it travels. Push more energy into it than it can handle, which is exactly what a stress pane of glass does, and the tip becomes unstable. It splits in two, and each of those splits again, spreading the load the way lightning branches to reach the ground fastest. That's the spiderweb. Not damage spreading at random, but a cracked front literally dividing itself to keep up with more energy than one line can carry. Compare that to your car's windshield, and the difference makes sense. Windshields are laminated, two glass sheets sandwiching a tough plastic layer that holds shattered pieces in place, so cracks stay contained. Phone glass has no such backstop. It's a single strengthened sheet built for scratch resistance and a sharp, bright display, not for surviving a concrete sidewalk. Once that compressed skin is breached, the stored tension underneath does the rest of the work for free. So the next time your phone slips and the screen blooms into 100 hairline cracks, you're not watching random destruction. You're watching a carefully engineered stress pattern releasing itself in microseconds. The same compression that made the glass tough, now forcing every crack to branch and spread. It's not bad luck. It's physics that was hiding in plain sight since the day it left the factory. If stuff like this makes you look at everyday objects differently, that's what we do here. Subscribe to Cutaway. We keep cutting things open.